Well, good morning, Panthers. So today I'm going to be reading chapter 10 from Year of Miss Agnes. And I quickly read the chapter and I realized there wasn't going to be much we could add to this chart today, which was our line of thinking that gets us to our theme. The idea of pioneer is someone who continues to persevere despite hardship. So I thought we could think about something different as we're reading. And this is something we do all the time, and that is signposts. So I have the sheet that I've given you before, which is the signpost sentence frames. We've got again and again, contrast and contradiction, memory moment, aha moment, words of the wiser, and tough questions. And I will model using one of these and typing it out in front of you. And then for your assignment today, I'll have you find another one, okay, from chapter 10. So let's get started. Okay, chapter 10, page 65. There are a lot of different things we did in school with Miss Agnes that were fun, more fun than we'd ever had in school before. Okay, so this is a contrast and contradiction. So I'm going to get started on the sentence frame. And I'm going to go up here. So I would say on, whoop, get in the right place, on page, and I think I'm on page 65, I found a contrast and contradiction. Okay, now let's go up here to my sentence frame. I want to make sure I get this right. When. All right, so one of the things that I notice kids do is they'll just say, oh, I found one. But Ms. B wants us to go a little bit deeper. And what is the contrast and contradiction? And right up at the top, it says, there was a lot of different things we did in school with Miss Agnes that were fun, more fun than we'd ever had in school before. Okay, so I could say I found a contrast and contradiction when we learn that the kids have a lot more fun with Miss Agnes and school than they ever had before. Okay, so that's the contrast and contradiction. But we don't stop there. I love, and this is where a lot of kids still stop. They go, okay, I found this, but you know Ms. B, she wants you to go a little bit deeper. The character is asking this way. Oh, that should be acting. Oops. Acting this way because, and I'm going to say here, the characters feel this way, and I never spell characters right, ever. The characters feel this way because they have had so many bad teachers. You know, they've never had, they've had teacher after teacher who has just left and not worked hard with them. So they've had so many bad teachers. Miss Agnes makes school fun and enjoyable. So again, I'm just using the sentence frame to help me get my thinking. But remember, I want the two parts. You need to tell me what the contrast and contradiction is. So here, this is what I did here. That, and let me underline that. Okay, that's the example. That's the text evidence of the contrast and contradiction. But then I need the thinking. Okay, and this is the thinking right here. Okay, so I'll underline that. as well. Whoops, right there. So today, when you are doing this for me, and I'm probably just going to ask for one because it's a pretty short chapter, I want you to use these sentence frames, but use all the parts. Get me the evidence and get me the thinking. Okay, so let's keep reading. So I didn't get very far. I'm still on page 65. She had a little squeeze box like some of the old miners had. A concertina's hers was called, so it's a little musical instrument. They were bigger and square, and hers was little and sort of round with straight edges. She told us, but I forgot what you call that shape. Sometimes, any old time of the day, we never could tell when, she'd take it out of its little case and we'd sing. She taught us Polly Doodle and Barbara Allen and Loch Lomond and a million other songs. Now, those are kind of old-fashioned songs, but back then they might have been more what we'd say in the time. We'd ask her for the new songs we heard on the radio, and we'd sing them for her, and she'd play them too. She was really good at hey, good looking and stuff like that. She put Boco's hand on the squeeze box while she played, and Boco could feel the music remember, because Boco can't hear. Sometimes at night, on the weekends, we'd have music and dancing in the community hall. Different times, like somebody's birthday, or when everybody came in from beaver trapping, or a potlatch, and we'd have someone who died. There were 2 or 3 nights of dances with a potlatch. So I'm thinking that this might be an again and again. Now, your job would be to figure out what the again and again is and what you learn from it. Okay, so that might give you a hint on how to do this assignment. Martin Olin always plays for dances. He has this violin he ordered from Sears, a really good one, and he could play like anything. Hog River. Dan has a steel guitar, and Bobby Kennedy has a mandolin, and they sound really good together. Martin has this one song, Cindy, that he always plays on the violin, and it's so happy that no one can sit still and everyone will dance, and they'll dance so hard that the dust comes up from the floorboards and puffs, like it's keeping time with the music. Even all us kids dance, and Charlie Boy is the best of all. All the old ladies like to dance with Charlie Boy because he's so lively. Boco can dance just like anyone because she feels the music in her feet some way. Mama dances too, and sometimes she even smiles a lot and laughs a little. Then she looks young almost. Okay, now I think there's a part in here that's a contrast and contradiction. So again, you could find, if you think you can find that, you could go back and reread it, listen to me rereading it, and write down the contrast and contradiction. But give me the text evidence and then the thinking. Almost everyone has a best song that they sing if the dance goes on long enough. Martha always sings, I'm so lonesome I could cry, and she makes her voice just whiny like Hank Williams on the record, and so sad. It's really good the way she sings that. This is how it is at a dance. The men line up on one side of the wall and the women on the other. When a man wants to dance, he comes over and just kicks a woman on the leg, just a little, to show he wants to dance with her. And then they dance, and then there's a circle when everyone walks around with a partner around the room, and they play another song and you dance again. That way you dance twice with the same person. Grandma says that's the way they learned it from the old miners who came into the country when she was a girl. That's how everyone learned to play the guitar and stuff, from those old timers and from listening to the radio. When we had a dance, we'd go get Miss Agnes and she'd bring her squeeze box. And that way she could play and the guys who were doing the music could have a turn to dance. Boy, she knew some good ones too. One she'd never played us in school because they didn't have words to sing. They were just like Martin's songs. You couldn't sit still. But Miss Agnes would never dance. She'd just watch us and laugh. Okay, kids, that's the end of that chapter. It's a short one. So again, what I'd like you to do today is I'd like you to find me at least one signpost and write it out for me. And you can either send me a picture of it or send it through your portfolio. Okay, kids, have a good day. Bye-bye.